to Abraham and Carlos. You know who you are. They're fans of our videos. Abraham is actually a student from my wife's music classes, and he's talked to her about the fact that I record videos, and he watches them with his dad Carlos. So hey, Feliz Navidad. We're gonna say lights, camera, action.
I'm recording.
Oh, you're not directing. My mistake. Are you gonna say lights, camera, action? Apparently not.
Lights, camera, action.
Oh. Okay. Hey, this is Teslon here with Drop Top Tees with my son Tim and my son Ben. Notice the short hair. All you people that said their hair is too long, they're in the Air Force now. They're home for Christmas, so we're making another video while they're here. And what we're going to do today is install a Forge atmospheric valve. Looks like this, in place of our Go Fast Bits diverter valve. Now, why would we want to do this? Because we like making videos. No, actually, the GFB is a good thing. A lot of people use it. The diverter valve that's stock has a lot of boost leak on it, and the GFB diverter valve reduces that leakage. It also has a faster response, and it's not either a full on or full off. It's not either full open or full close like the stock valve is. And so it provides more performance. It operates the function of the diverter valve. It regulates the boost and boost overflow better than the stock valve does. However, it still leaks a little bit, okay? For most people, the way it works is fine. If you start doing hardcore mods on your vehicle, getting up into the stage 2, stage 3 and stuff like that, you switch to, or you just buy this from the beginning, if you know you're going to do it, the Forge atmospheric valve. You can see this is all metal instead of being plastic. This has almost no leak or no leak with boost, and it has a faster response time. The other thing is, if you start doing a higher tune, you just untwist this, and you can change the spring. If you have a tune where they start using higher rates of boost, it is possible to get different colored springs that are a little bit stronger, designed to work better with the higher boost levels. Now, a lot of people say you don't need to do that, it'll work fine without it. Basically, all it does is help it open just a little bit quicker. So that part's up to you. I would say if you're just deciding you're going to mod your engine, really think into the future, and if you know you're going into the higher level tunes and stuff, the Forge costs a little bit more, probably. I can't remember what the GFB cost off the top of my head, but it's probably $60 to $100 more than the Go Fast Bits valve diverter valve cost, but it is a better performer. It's a stronger performer. And so if you know you're going to get into the more heavy duty mods, you might want to go with the Forge blow-off valve right from the get-go. Everybody calls them blow-off valves except Fiat. Fiat calls them diverter valves. So now, you notice all the holes around here. This is the atmospheric variety. They make another one exactly like this without the holes. If you've ever heard a car that when they shift, you hear that like whoosh. Okay, that's what this does. It lets the boost, the excess come out through here. It makes a slight boost sound, whoosh sound, and you can hear it. Whereas the other one doesn't have these holes. It's called a recirculating valve, and you don't get the extra noise with it. It's not super loud, but some people like it, some people don't. You can decide which one you want if you decide to go with Forge. The installation is exactly the same. The only difference is this, the holes. So what are we going to need? We're going to need a screwdriver, because I am going to take my, there's some oil in here. I'm going to take my intake hose off to there's a hose underneath here we're going to have to splice into. So I'm going to take my intake hose off just so we can reach that better. And we're going to take off the GFB diverter valve. Now the stock valve, the only difference between the two, it's still going to be the same procedure here, but with the diverter valve on, with the GFB diverter valve, I have the extra long screws, And so I'm going to go back to the original screws that came with just the stock diverter valve. So I'm going to flip those out. If you have a GFB diverter valve on and you throw away the old screws, I think the ones for the GFB valve are probably too long to use. So you're going to have to find some of the other ones. So let's see what we have to do. We need a flathead screwdriver, and we're going to use a number 10 or a 10 millimeter socket. And which ones were these? What do we got? We got a 3/16 that we're going to use to take off the other bolts and put these back on. And we have a 7/8 that 7/64 that fit on these that we're going to mount on a plate. Now we did make one small modification. This is a mounting plate for the solenoid, and we are going to put it right here. When it's flat, it doesn't fit on here right, so we just took a couple pair of pliers and just hand bent this, and it's going to go right here, and the solenoid's going to fit right here. So on the GFB diverter valve, the solenoid's built in. This one, the solenoid's not. So the first thing we're going to do is mount this. And what we want to do is have the electronic switch down at this end, one hose at this end, the two smaller hoses toward the back of the engine. So we want to make sure we put that on right. It just makes mounting the hose, you can do it either way. This just lets the hoses line up a little bit easier. You want to tighten those down?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that one's started yet.
That one's definitely not started.
Got it?
I got him.
And I'm on. So here's what we're doing just to give ourselves a little bit more space. We loosened up both bolts on the coolant reservoir, and then we have these all loose. We just pop down on this yellow end and the wire comes off. And now we're going to finish taking off these bolts and pulling off. In this case, it'd either be your stock diverter valve or the GFB. And you can see the difference in length of these bolts. This still comes with the GFB because the GFB is so thick. This is with the stock. And I'll show you the difference when we take them off. This atmospheric valve right here is a lot thinner than the GFB, so we really want to use the shorter bolts for that.
Not quite getting it.
Is it coming?
Little by little.
Little by little. Here, do this.
Yeah, can't
Is it going to hit?
It'll hit.
Oh, it does hit. Oh well. You could use a ratchet and do it like, be done. We didn't hook it up.
Yeah, I gotta hold this up because I feel like it's binding.
What is?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
No, not this.
I know what you're saying.
solenoid.
It's not the solenoid, it's diverter valve.
Yeah,
The solenoid's on there though. It's built into it. Looks like it's almost out. Now we got one more to go.
This is an easy one. Got it.
You got it already?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yep. And you can see the longer bolt had to go through this. Here, let's do this. Loosen it right here. We'll take it off right here. Because you'll see, if you lean down, you can see the hose that comes off right here. This is what we have to splice into, this hose right here. So I want that air to take out of the way, make it easier to do.
Alright, loosen. Point out that hose again.
Here, loosen it up. because, okay, now loosen this one.
It's a nut.
It's probably another 10, but it may be bigger. I'd say try 10 first, but it might be bigger than a 10. It's big, yeah, it is. Because that holds that in there. That's holding this hose and keeping me from pulling it off. See?
Boom.
Now,
Point out that hose again.
this is the hose right here. Whoops, let me take the clamp out here. And if you follow it, it runs out and around here, down here, and it clamps onto the very bottom right here. Okay? So that's the hose we're going to splice into. So
Cut it right here.
yeah, it has to be able to go onto here. That's good.
Did not expect that. It's not even connected up.
No, we haven't put the other end back on.
Okay, so
Just grab it, cut it.
wow, this is not sharp at all.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is insert this. Then you can do the honors and insert that on the other end. We can take this off. We don't need this on right now. It's just in the way.
Need to help you.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, turn that off.
Camera off.
Yep. This line we use the small T fitting. Go ahead and put it on. All the way up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now we can put all this part back together. Okay. Everything else we need to do. Well, first, let's put on our blow-off valve next before we tighten everything up. When this comes in the package, on the zip ties, the blue spring is wrapped around that. So if you don't think you got the blue spring, it actually came out of the box like this, wrapped around the zip ties. We're going to go ahead and change it because we have the we have a phase 2 tune on it, so we'll go ahead and put the stiffer spring on it. And you just hand tighten this nice and snug. And then we have 2 seals that we're going to have to put right here. And that one goes right in the middle of the top. Get the other screw bolt in there. And then we'll tighten them down. Got them all threaded. Did you check to see all the gaskets were in?
Hmm?
Yeah, they are, because we never undid the other one. So you think this engine's more powerful than one on a C-130?
No.
Damn. I guess that's why we don't have wings. Then again, the C-130 needs 4 engines. This car only needs 1. So there's that. What about the CV-22?
That's
Two?
2 engines.
I know. I think this is better than those.
Why?
They can't even fly straight. They have to tilt up in the air.
The Osprey or?
The
Yes.
Osprey.
They don't even know whether they want to go up or straight or...
Up at an angle. Now we're gonna have to put that
Okay.
on.
Now we have to force this puppy back on. That's basically what we're doing. Where's the clamp? So basically what we did, we put this back on and tried to put the blow-off valve on. And the hose and clamp are so tight here, it prevents us from lining up the bolts. So we had to put this on first. And now we're going to put the intake to the turbo back on. Okay, you can go ahead and tighten this one down. Now we're going to put this one, put on the solenoid, clamp that down. Let's do it like this.
How do you want the solenoid to be facing like that?
Yeah, that's good. Well, we don't want it here. How about that? So this post doesn't run into this hose. That's good.
Hold it.
That's good. Okay, so now this hose goes to the front. This hose goes to the top. And we'll have a hose come back here to the vacuum line. And where did our electronics go? Our plug. Okay. But I see what you mean. There it goes. Okay. And that's going to come up here. And I believe going like this. Okay. And then when you want to take it off, take that. And so we need this hose. Let's cut it right here. We may have to loosen this up and move it just a little bit.
Cut away?
Right there.
Here?
Yep.
Yeah, you did a couple of the other one.
Here, let's loosen this up.
Yeah, okay.
Let's take this off so I can slide it on. This is called learning as you go. Go ahead, loosen it.
All the way?
Yeah.
Take it all the way off?
Yes. So I can probably cut some more off of this. Let's cut it right there. No sense having a bunch of extra on it. There it goes. You have to work a little bit to get it on. And we're on. And now cinch it down right here. Just like that.
So what is the brake hose for?
I don't know. The same kit goes on several Fiat engines, so maybe we don't need it for ours. You're loosening.
Okay. Now, we need hose from here to here. We need to put it on here. This is going to be another one you have to really feed on. It's probably hard to see this, but it's going on. There, all the way up. It's going to come right here, so cut it right here. I'd say right there. This goes on the top. Then we have one more to go. That's to our vacuum line. This line comes in right down here, okay? See that red snap? All it does is pop up. You can probably pop it up with the screwdriver.
Oh, that snap just pops up. How?
You just take it and you see that on top it has a flat piece.
Oh,
just
I
put
see.
the edge of it in there. No, do it from this side. Swap. I don't know if that'll do it or not. I'm just hoping. You may have to. There it is. Is it going? There. Now you should be able to pull that off. Just pull this off like that. Okay. Now, we have to, you see where that came from? We run the hose onto that.
This hose, or are we doing that?
Well, let's see which one fits. That you may need that big. See if the little hose goes. I think you need the big hose. And then we'll see how this splices down. Where's the big hose?
I got it right here. You know that had a zip thing.
Huh? Is it this one or this one? I think it goes this way. See? And then that's the attachment for the big hose.
So put the big hose on it.
I think. Let me see.
What the heck happened here?
It got hit.
By what?
Okay, Tim,
Hmm.
let's cut this right here.
There. Okay, now take this and slide it where we pulled that hose off of.
Can you see it? Yep. That hit, yes, that goes on there.
Surprisingly larger amount of room back here than I
And
thought.
you thought all the way down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit more. A little bit more. Whoosh.
I think it's in there.
Okay, now
We want to put this splitter in.
Which
The
way?
T
Which way? Doesn't
side,
matter?
either end, not the middle. Okay, and then this, we can cut this down because this is just going to go connect that to that.
Right.
Okay.
So we can just cut that down.
We could probably actually, we could probably make that a lot shorter. Like here, do this, cut it like right here. Okay. And then let's pull that off and we'll just flip it around and put the short end so it moves it back close to where it was. Where it should be. How's that sound?
Fine.
Pull it down close to it. Okay. Here. You got it?
I'll get it. So now flip it like this.
Yes.
That'll probably make it all go back together. Back together better. Hey, you're getting good at putting on hoses. Wait until you do hydraulic lines.
That's all.
Get fluid all over, rub it in your eyes.
That would be tubing this.
Yes. Well,
That would be hydro tubes that would do that.
these still have fittings at the end.
I would
Okay.
probably not do the fittings. I just service.
Now, will that small hose fit on there?
Small. Hand it over. Oh, it's right there.
It's right there. We'll probably have to put the.
See, look at this. They have a converter.
I think I might need to convert it.
You're gonna need this. Here, put this on.
Right here. Yeah, there you go.
We could cut this down.
Well, it doesn't matter because we can cut this down.
Or we could put that down. Whichever one works.
We want to run this back this way.
So, which one?
So
do we
this
cut?
is going to go here. This one's going to go in over there. And you could probably cut that one down more if you wanted to. Because the idea is this should go right here, right? And so
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut
if you don't have, if you want to, don't cut it down too far. I'd say right about right there.
right there.
Yeah.
Cutter.
In worst cases, we don't need this right here. We can take this out and we can zip tie it right here or something so it fits better. But you can cut part of that off. Don't cut it too short. Okay, that'll work then. Now, who gets to tell mom if this doesn't work?
That would be the cameraman.
The cameraman does? Okay. He gets to break the bad news.
Yeah. All right.
Meanwhile, we'll run the other way. You getting it?
Yeah, I got it. There we go. It's good.
Okay, so now we need.
And we can just like do that, and it looks fine.
Will it still go?
Yeah, it still goes.
Okay, cool. Nothing's crimped?
Nope.
Okay. So now we just need to get this. It'd be nice if we could make it. Come back right here. So let's cut this about right here.
Hmm.
Okay, put that last one up. And then let's take one zip tie and zip tie it like right here, right? Let's try it right here. That'll keep it nice and out of the way.
It's a zip.
That's okay. Use that one. You have a little bit more leeway to play with there. Why don't you feed it down and get it?
Because that would only make sense.
See, now you have a lot of extra room. And you don't need to make it real tight. Don't squeeze the line, just make it snug to hold it there.
There we go.
And then you can cut the excess a little bit. Just leave about 1/4 of an inch. That's good. Okay, we have everything tightened down. Did we forget to tighten anything?
Don't think so.
Okay.
That's from that oil that we had.
What?
Oil, you know that oil that was around the turbo?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go for a little drive. And we can record it, the sound when we're driving, see if we can hear it from inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we just took it for a test drive. Didn't see anything unusual. Engine didn't throw any codes. We're getting the whoosh sound we should get. If you've never done it before, you're going to hear that little dumping sound for about between 1 and 2 seconds tops. It's not like it's going to go on like you hear trucks like bleed their air brakes or something that goes on for a long time. It's just a short duration. And if you don't have the engine under any load, like you're just in first gear, just kind of slowly accelerating and shift to second, you're not going to hear it. Wait. And then, as always, if you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Do both. And we sell shirts. So you bought the car, buy the t-shirt. We sell them for 124 Classic Alyssos. We have the same designs, like this one shows a Classic, but we also have the same design that says 124 Abarth, 124 Abarth, Spider 124, and it shows the front end of an Abarth. We do that for all our designs. We'll have them both for the Classic Alyssos and a separate one for the Abarths, so you people with the Abarths can actually see a picture of Abarths on your shirt. We sell some designs just for women. If you have other cars, we sell them for all the different models of the MX-5s, for Mustang convertibles, and a couple for Z4. And I keep trying to get motivated. I'm going to add some other convertibles too, because that's why we're drop top tees. Drop top, I'm trying to slowly add in all the different makes and models. You can go to shop.spreadshirt.com/drop top tees. Basic t-shirts start around just under $17, and then depending on what kind of shirt you want to buy, whether the design's just the front or front and back, the price jumps up a little bit depending on the material that you've got. We usually have basic t-shirts and premium t-shirts, premium material, and then in ladies we'll have v-necks, and so on some designs we'll have sweatshirts and mouse pads, buttons, a couple other things. So go check it out and see what you like.